Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong 64, Part 22. Part 22. Fellas, it's been a minute since the last time I recorded, which obviously for you guys, hopefully, won't be noticeable because the uploads have been going up, doing their thing, and such. But yeah, fellas, welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong 64. In the last episode, we finally finished off the most painful of the levels, in my opinion, which was Gloomy Galleon. And in this episode, we are starting on Area 5 of 7, not including the last little area. We are starting on Fungi Forest, which happens to be one of my favorite levels, as a matter of fact, and it is a level that I very, very much enjoy. As you guys can notice, by the way, we have been, obviously, due to the nature of us doing everything we can, we've been very much overachieving in terms of how much we actually need to do. We only needed 50 GBs to get into here, and we have 104. So, to say that we are doing a very, very good amount of stuff would be kind of an understatement. But, fellas, hope you all are doing well. I'm going to try and make this a more banter-oriented episode, if I possibly can, because, what is it? It's been a minute since I last recorded, and there's a lot that I'm doing at the moment that I have been doing over I haven't recorded for maybe a week or so, and, dude, guys, I gotta tell you, I have started picking up, I say picking up like I've never done it before, but I have messed around with this before. I started picking back up learning how to do game dev stuff, right? Started picking up learning how to do game dev stuff, which is something that I've on and off kind of done. I think the origins of me, getting into game dev stuff, it originated from, whatchamacallit, it originated mostly from me getting, I think, a copy of RPG Maker XP, I think it is, which, if you don't know, is like the 2003 RPG Maker, I want to say, and it is, it's outdated, but it is still a very well-respected, RPG Maker, all things considered. And so, obviously, a lot of RPG Maker's appeal, all things considered, is the fact that it is no code. No code is involved, for the most part. Well, in the main flow of how it works. Like, if you want to get into the specifics, you're kind of going to be hopping into coding territory. Where are we going? You're going to notice, by the way, this area is a very open and big area, but I am just going to, while I talk about my banter, just go through in order the different things that we have available to us for Donkey Kong, because obviously we've been doing this in order of each Kong. But yeah, so I started out with RPG Maker, and I enjoyed it. I made stupid, small little stuff that didn't really amount to a whole lot of anything in the grand scheme of things. Oh, no. Okay, well, look, here's the thing. So, fellas, we're going to do a little something here. Okay, we're going to do a little something that is something that you actually have to do to beat the game. They just don't tell you that you have to do it if you get to the point where this is accessible to you. Basically, once you get 20 banana medals in total, so just, across all the Kongs from different areas, doesn't matter which ones you get, if you just get 20 in total, Cranky will then prompt you to basically play this little mini game to get a collectible that is kind of one of a kind and is in a similar way to when we had to do the second round of the arcade in not Fungi Forest, but in Frantic Factory. This is also a required collectible. That being said, it's not one that I feel confident doing without having save states, just like, the arcade thing. I'm also hoping that my controls are set up correctly, because anytime I play this in rando, it is beyond messed up. So, yep, and it's messed up here. All right, fellas, I will be right back, because it is becoming clear to me that this minigame does not like my control set. Okay, fellas, I think I got it fixed. I think. Man, I don't know what happens with this, but, this minigame genuinely, it just, messes with my controls entirely, and it's very, very strange how it happens. But fellas, for those of you who basically don't know what this is basically, I believe, if I am understanding correctly, Rare's first ever video game, which is Jetpack. They put it in here as a thing that you kind of have to go and do. Okay, well, hey, it's a good thing that I save stated. Ooh, no. Oh, shoot. Yeah, basically, this is Jetpack, and your goal is to essentially get to 5,000 points, and then I think you have to, like, collect a collectible, and you will be crowned the winner. If you notice me pausing, by the way, and there being a slight stutter, that is me making save states, because, quite frankly, I am not going to be doing this one the normal way. Now, if you're playing randomizer of this game, never go to the left and right, man. If you're playing randomizer of this game, you will likely realize that you only have to get half of the amount of points that you have to get if you play vanilla. You know, and I think, listen, man, I think 2,500 was a lot kinder. I would also like to make it known that, yes, I don't know if you notice, I do have 2 lives. Like, that is something worth keeping in mind, is that I have 2 lives, but I just don't want to burn through them, man. Oh, it sucks. Oh, it all sucks. It's okay. We'll be fine. There are multiple levels to this game. However, typically the strat that has always been tried and true when it comes to this game is just literally just stay on the first screen of the game. I mean, and it's mainly just because it's so much, like, it's so much less difficult. Level 2 Jetpack is just, like, a nightmare. I'm gonna, like, actually just, okay. All right, then. It's a good thing I save stated there. Listen, so I kind of forgot that this is a thing that you do. I don't know, for the record, how I'm going to divvy up this episode time slot-wise, because I know that similar to the arcade episode, this is probably going to take up a little bit of it. It's going to take up a little bit of the episode, but it is okay. But yeah, so that coding stuff that or not coding stuff, but that game development stuff I was talking about, basically, I've gotten back into it, and I am actually working with proper scripting languages. I'm actually coding now. I think I might have talked about in past videos, I'm not really 100% too sure, but I might have talked about in past videos that I have in the past had a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I really do mean a little bit of experience with, what is it? Python? Python, yes. Oh god, there we go. Okay, that's all we need to do. All right, cool. That's all I'm doing, and Bob's your uncle. Cool. So we got basically a Rareware coin. If you remember, when we did the arcade minigame back in Frantic Factory, we had a Nintendo coin that we basically acquired. Also on top of this, nope, this is not what I meant to do. But yeah, on top of this, we do have a new move as well, that Cranky is going to give us. Brand new move. It's kind of not a move for a specific Kong, but this is more of a universal move that basically gives us a more powerful slam, so that if we have to slam switches that are blue colored now instead of green, we can do that, which is a very quirky thing. But yeah, so coding stuff, right? Not coding stuff, game development stuff. I don't know why I keep saying coding stuff, but basically the general gist with all that stuff is that I am learning a new program for game development. One that it's been popularized quite a bit in recent times. Godot, which is essentially, if you've never heard of it, free and open source. Very, very nice stuff. So you don't got to pay a single cent for it. You're not charged anything for that stuff. Unity, looking at you. You know what, man? Like, I tried to learn Unity for but a moment, and it was just not good, okay? It just wasn't, I mean, I say it wasn't good. It was probably a perfectly fine, you know, game development software, as people have, you know, made a lot of projects in that, okay? Guys, there's a really likely chance that if you've heard of a 3D game, there was a good chance that maybe it was made in Unity, right? There's a pretty decent chance. Okay. So, first things first, we have to hit all these switches with our guns. Fun fact, when you when you play what is it, Rando, this is this specific thing is referred to as the Check of Legends, which is essentially just it just means that, like, there's a lot of randomizer items, like everybody's gun, basically, that you have to get in order to properly get this GB. So you have to go over here with Donkey, and we basically just have to take up a bunch of those cannons that we saw. I have never actually done this in the vanilla game, funny enough. So we're in this together, okay? Oh, okay, they just shoot you up. I thought you'd manually have to go to them. Hey, that's okay with me. That's gonna do it for Donkey's first GB, by the way. 16 minutes into the recording. Very, very nice. We are already technically a bunch of the way up on the thing. So I can go ahead and go in here and just get this warp pad that we haven't hit the other side of. But yeah, so I've been learning how to work around Godot a little bit, and it's been a process, man, because something I've learned, right, is that in general, it's just kind of a lot to try and learn a whole, you know, like a bigger thing that actually has, like, code and whatnot, right? It's a process trying to learn that stuff, and I think it is definitely taken some getting used to. But I did, listen, I haven't, I know a lot of people when they're starting out, by the way. We're going to go ahead and get Diddy's Splat, because just, why not? It's literally right here. But, you know, a lot of people, when they're first starting out in any game development software, they're probably learning through the means of making small prototype projects. What is Donkey's second thing? One of the walkways outside the giant mushroom. Is it? One of the Wait, is... Oh, it is! Yes! Okay, hold on, I'm dumb. This is gonna be... Because I'm bantering, I'm gonna get more lost this episode, so just bear with me on that. This may actually be a bit of a longer episode because of Jetpack being thrown into the mix, and me also being kind of slow, it seems, when it comes to handling this level, but I hope you guys will forgive me. But while I haven't made any proper games or anything yet, like little test games, not even the ones you see when you watch, like, tutorials on, you know, if you've ever watched, listen, this is for anyone who's ever decided personally they want to get into game development, by the way. Also, just because it's here, we're going to go ahead and get Tiny's Splat. If you've ever tried to get into game development, right, you may have seen a bunch of tutorials, especially for something like Unity, where they will basically, you know, walk you through making a whole little test game, which I think is like a format of making games that has been kind of scrutinized a little bit within recent memory, just simply because it is kind of, and I kind of understand this, honestly, it is very not great, because typically the best thing I feel like you can do for someone learning to do game development, right? We have to do another barrel blast course, by the way. One of the best things you can do for someone learning game development is introduce them to the individual concepts that they then use the knowledge of what they've learned and piece those individual things they were taught. Nice job. They piece those individual things they were taught together to eventually make a full-fledged game. But what a lot of these tutorial videos tend to do, and this isn't calling out any of them necessarily, I think if there's one good thing that those videos do, is that they give you a lot of the fundamentals of how the software works outside of the coding aspect, right? And I think that's really, really nice. So it's not like they're not useful, but if you're new to a programming language, like the one that Godot uses, GDScript, right? You're not going to magically learn GDScript by following one beginner guide, okay? I don't remember which one we're supposed to go through here. Is it you? I don't know if it's you. I don't think it's you. Oh. I missed that. What? I'm supposed to hit that? Wait. Put me in! Was I supposed to hit that? I don't know if I'm actually supposed to hit that.
Welcome to bonus.
Okay, we have to do another Peril Path Panic. I don't know if we've actually ever done this one before. Oh, you piece. Okay. Stay down. Okay. No, dude, you piece. Go to sleep. Oh. I'll do it that way, man. No. Go, get out of here. Oh, no. Oh, this is me. Wait, I didn't account for it. There we go. Very nice. All right, I was kind of worried I wasn't going to get that, but we got there eventually. And that should provide us with a... Does that provide us with a GB? Okay, I was like, I don't know if that actually provides us. Cool. Yeah, so I don't know. It's I've been learning a lot of the individual concepts and everything. My main source of what I've been doing has actually been more or less working around how GDScript works, you know, the programming language. And the big thing that I always heard about it, again, I don't know if I ever mentioned that I was kind of a Python head in any of these videos in the past, but basically, I am kind of Python pilled, right? And I know some people are like, ugh, Python, that's weird, right? But I think Python's great, okay? For the record, I think Python's really great. And GDScript is basically fundamentally kind of centered around Python, right? It's fundamentally kind of centered around Python, and as a result, a lot of the syntax, if you will, I know a lot of that terminology may go over some of your guys' heads, but a lot of the syntax is related to Python, right? So, to me, it's not exactly familiar, but a lot of, when I look at it subtly, it's very, very familiar, right? And that's something that I very, very much appreciate. It's you know, familiarity to me. But I haven't made anything full-fledged in it, but I did code a little bit of a functionality where basically, on loading a scene for said game, there's no moving a player or anything, but there is basically a song that will play, right? And I basically coded the functionality for using the minus and plus keys on your keyboard, kind of like Friday Night Funkin' styled, which wasn't intentional, but I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll just do it this way. I basically made it so that when you hit the minus key, it lowers the audio by 1 dB. And then if you use the plus key, it ups the audio by 1 dB. So I basically made a volume changing functionality through button presses, which is, I think in the grand scheme of things, especially when I looked at the fact that that was like a solid like 4 lines of code, I think it was literally just making one function, and that was all I needed to do. That was pretty much it. And I don't even have any like text UI for displaying, you know, what dB the stuff is at. Maybe I can like further go into it later and maybe like attach like a text label to it and you know, make something work there. But I don't know. Only time will tell. I don't know why I tried to hurt you. But yeah, so that's pretty much the most of what I've done so far. It's obviously, it's very, very bare bones. We've also almost gotten Donkey's forest medal, which is kind of insane. Wasn't already expecting to do that. We have to do another mini game. Oh, shucks. But yeah, where is... Right. Okay, cool. I am dumb. It appears as if I am a little dumb, fellas. Which I feel like there's a chance I could. Wait! Let me in! Okay, let me in. But yeah, so I don't know. I will update you guys. No! Dude, shut up. Are you kidding? No! No, this sucks. Okay, well, look, if things go south, you guys know what I'll do. I will probably just... Oh, no! Frick! No! Alright. Look, if push comes to shove, guys, give it like 2 or 3 more attempts. If I don't end up passing by this, I will jump cut. Again, twice in one episode is crazy, man. But here's to hoping I don't have to do that or anything. I don't know. It would be nice. Ooh, okay, there we go. I don't know if that speed up functionality was anything that we had really had the ability to do beforehand. Left. Let's go down. Let's go down again. Let's speed up and go up. Up. Oh. Oh, I messed it up. No. No, I'm determined for some reason. So I didn't mean to yell. I realized I unnecessarily yelled there, and it was not very cool of me. Let's go left. Speed up! Oh, no. I'm gonna go down. I'm safe stating. I'm scared. Go. Go. I'm speeding up. Okay. So instead what I'm doing, we're going down. Have I been cornered? No, dude. I don't know what to do here. Oh, I think I'm boned. No. Okay. All right, fellas. I'm going to jump cut to when this actually gets done. I can't believe we have 2 jump cuts we have to do in one episode. This is crazy, dude. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, dude. Okay. Okay. Guys, look, I have something to say. I have something wholeheartedly to say. Minecart Mayhem's the worst minigame in the game. Guys, I've been recording for 50 minutes. Can I just point that out? I've been recording for 50 minutes. I straight up think I was on that for a solid 20 minutes, and I'm not proud of it. Nonetheless, we're gonna continue this out. Like I said, I've just got some editing to do in post for this, but I do believe I know where the /GB is. Oh my god, Minecart Mayhem sucks. And you know what I learned, fellas? You know what I learned from my investigation? We're gonna have to do this minigame again in Area 7. So 2 areas from now, we will have to do this minigame again. Ooh, but I found a guide that basically gave a tutorial on the patterns of when you should stay, how many times you should switch, and then when you should stay and whatnot. And it did help. It did help a lot. That is what I was using. Oh, good lord. It feels so good to be over with that. Oh, it kind of sucks knowing that we're gonna have to do that again. Like, it just kind of sucks, you know? But where was I, even? Oh, yeah, game dev. Game dev stuff. Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm very proud of that audio change, or the volume changing script that I made. And it is something that I think is very, very neat to be able to do. As a beginner thing, it helps me learn my input stuff. And it also, just, I don't know, taught me some fundamentals. It's hard to tell where I'm at. Fellas, do you want to see a magic trick? I normally wouldn't want to do things in a glitch fashion, but this is one of my favorite glitches in the game because it's so easy. I don't know if they've patched it out in Tag Anywhere, but basically, there's this GB locked behind this conveyor belt, right? This is Donkey's 5th and final GB. And basically, what you have to do normally is that you have to go over here, okay? You have to go over here and pound this switch with Donkey and hit it, and then it'll open up this, and you've got to do this correct order pattern of the levers. The thing is, what if you just didn't do that? So what if, for instance, we switch to Chunky, and we just do this? Yeah, so this is just a thing you can do. It is so easy. I don't know if this version of the game actually lets you collect the GB, but if it does, I'll take it. Fellas, I cheese that so hard and you know it. That, I know to some of you guys, okay? To some of you guys, that may have ruined the spirit of how you're actually supposed to do stuff. But frankly, okay, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it such a buck with you. I do not care. I just don't care, man. I have been recording for almost an hour. This is, what an episode, man. Like, it has been such a hefty episode. And the thing is, as much as I'd like to say it's an issue of Fungi Forest, no, Fungi Forest as a level is actually great. I love this level. This is one of my, like, top 4 levels in the game. I think it's, like, number 4, if I had to say. It is overall, like, a very, very good level to me. But wow, I didn't realize they had Minecart Mayhem. That sucks. That sucks. I'm also having to figure out, by the way, where in the world is Snide? Where in the world is Snide? This is probably the only thing I will say is kind of a complication when it comes to frick. Don't worry, by the way, these tomatoes, they will actually be relevant later. So don't you worry. If you were worried about these potentially never being relevant, oh, they will be. They will be. It's just as of right now they are not. I don't actually know if Funky has an upgrade for us or not. I can check. It seems as if he does. Oh yeah, so we have access to a different type of ammo now, where it's homing ammo. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think homing ammo is great. I think if you're on the original version of the game, so like if you're on a version of the game that properly lags and it does all of that stuff, homing ammo, if I remember correctly, causes the game to lag like no tomorrow. It may not be that, and it may be something else, but I'm not sure. Maybe this is where Snide is. So we have to open this area with Lanky's grape shooter. Yeah, I don't know, man. This has probably been the longest recording I've ever done for anything here on this channel. Of course, it's going to get cut down to a reasonable-ish length when the actual video goes up. But this is probably still going to be one of the much longer videos here on the channel, because this has just been an episode filled with unexpected twists and turns. Or is this where Snide is? I feel like it should be. I feel like it should be, and I don't see it, and it's scaring me. Hey, real quick, you guys wanna? He was not having it at all with me. That is crazy work. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get that. Obviously, that's one less thing we gotta do when we do Lanky's episode, but Snide over here? Where is Snide? Oh my god, where is Snide? I don't know where Snide is. Okay, honestly, you know what I'm gonna do, man? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. that's gonna do it for part 22 of Donkey Kong 64. This has been... Oh, what an episode, man. We had to do Jetpack. I spent 20 minutes doing the Minecart Mayhem minigame. Oh, guys, this has not been my episode. But I'm happy to be in Fungi Forest, as much as it may not seem like it, because none of these issues I've had today have much to do with Fungi Forest. We would have had to do Jetpack regardless of where we were. You know, we could have held it off for ages, but no. And, well, we had to eventually do Minecart Mayhem, so it doesn't really matter, man. Anyways, fellas, off camera, I'm probably gonna try and find Snide if he's even in this level. He might not be, which would be a weird choice. And I'll go ahead and turn in Donkey's blueprint. But fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Donkey Kong 64. If you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life, do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys!